Alright guys, welcome back to our Heartspire series. Now, I know you guys, one of you requested shorter videos, and I can understand why you would do that, but due to that fact is I'm not gonna promise we're gonna go toward to this episode. I'm probably gonna play for like maybe half an hour, 35 minutes, or 40 minutes or something, and then cut them down and see what we get. But because I'll be playing for such a short amount of time, I'm not gonna promise that we're gonna go to war this episode. We're definitely gonna prepare for it, but I'm not gonna promise nothing. I'm saying that because I said at the end of the last episode that we were going to go to war in this episode, but the truth is we gotta build up our air forces a bit more with airfields and whatnot before we do that. But overall, we are ready to go. But because of the short amount of time that we have allotted, we do have to wait until our airplane stockpiles add up and build airfields and whatnot. So I don't think we're gonna do it this episode. It's probably gonna be in the next one, unfortunately. So I'm just saying that right out front. We're probably just gonna build up our Luftwaffe forces and then we'll go to war in the next episode here. But without further ado, let's get the camera going here and the game rolling. Okay, we got a field hospital too, and that is great actually. Alright, let's get our upgraded recon company because that's gonna help. We're about to get that nuclear technology in about 135 days, 36 days, so that'll be good. We're about to get some new Mauser technology as well in just a few days, and so we just grabbed some more divisions. We do have terrible supplies right now, but I do aim on fixing that. I'm just trying to get the army ready to go and organized. Air supremacy is going to be very crucial to what our plan is overall. What do the SS divisions include? Okay, alright, that's actually pretty decent. I'm gonna add some artillery to those divisions and some anti-tank as well. There we go. Alright, let's get the game rolling again, guys. Okay, we got our improved infantry weapons or equipment, whatever, so that will be definitely helpful. Let's get the coal efficiency, honestly, so that we're using less of it to do the same thing. I'm gonna watch the build queue go down for a little bit. Anti-Comintern Pact. Okay, so yeah, I think I am gonna be doing Days in the War, but that also means that we're probably gonna have to really get some airfields going, so I'm gonna put some in the build queue and move them up, most likely so that they can get done and completed. I'm gonna put a maxed out airfield, actually just a level 5 airfield on each of these. Apparently we're gonna have a maxed out airfield on that one, but that way we have airfields ready to go when the war actually starts. But I am gonna move these up because we need to, and we are getting days in the war, so I do need to move these up so that they are being built or created so that we can put aircraft inside of them before the conflict actually begins. Okay, now that should be enough to get things started. I don't know if we're gonna use more airfields, but I'm thinking that that should be enough. Those airfields done so we can end up putting some airplanes in each airfield, and we're at least partially ready for war. Okay, now we got 2 assembly lines of U-boats being built. I'm gonna open up another one for transports just so that we're making them, if that makes sense. I almost want to change this to the cruise submarine since we do have it, but okay, I guess a raid of some sort is ready or something. Main thing, guys, is we're getting our Navy taken care of, but we definitely need to put more ports to this, no question about it. Okay, and now we got some kind of special research or something like that, and it was for the midget submarine. Okay, let's go with the long range. That sounds nice to me, actually. Okay, and I think, guys, we will produce the midget submarine, I think. Production output plus percent or something. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get that. How are we doing on production? Okay, we're doing 1 bomber per week. It needs to be a lot more than that, honestly, but we'll give it time. We will give it time. We're doing 3 of the other bomber per week, so that's not too bad. We got 7 heavy bombers in stockpile right now. I'd like to honestly get that 1 a day or something, because that would be ridiculous, but I don't think we're gonna do that, at least not in this short amount of time, both for the war and the episode length. I think it's gonna be multiple episodes before we actually get to that particular point. Junkers has an upgrade. Okay, so production gain. I'm gonna go with that for now, and then we'll do something else later. We got well over 300 transports. That's not bad. That means we can definitely use our airborne the way we're supposed to. 1 heavy bomber per week, and we also now have the Soviets declaring war on Poland. I think I'm gonna let them have it, honestly, because the way we're building our forces here is we're really focusing on getting the air power where it needs to be before doing anything. So I'm gonna focus on the allies right now. Once we beat the allies, if we do, we'll turn around and try to beat the Soviets. Because right now I'm trying to really just get our aircraft production in control here. Okay, so we have all our airfields built, and now it's going back to doing the anti-air. That's kind of why I wanted to delay the war as well, so we can get the majority of these anti-air guns inside the Reich before anything happens. Yes, it's gonna push it back a little bit, but at the same time, we need to be smart about what's going on here. Okay, let's switch back to the air map mode here. Okay, so let's make some air wings here. I'm gonna add 100 Stugas and probably 200 fighters, 10 large bombers. Okay, that's going to be that air wing taken care of. There's not a lot of heavy bombers in that air wing, but we didn't start making those until late, unfortunately, so that's just how it's gonna play out. 300, 400 fighters. I think that would be a solid number for those. Increase our production of, what do you call it, the transports. Alright guys, we're really coming close to the end of the episode. I wish we could have gotten more done, honestly, but we did get my goal done, which was to strengthen the Luftwaffe quite substantially, which we did do, so I'm not going to complain. We did make some progress. However, it's going to take some time to go where we need to be. The Soviets are just running through Poland here, unfortunately, but we're doing what we can to prepare for the future war with the Soviets and the Allies. Let's get that so we can get a couple more goals here, and I'm gonna try and catch up with our production here for a little bit before we leave here. Well, we do only have about 5 minutes until I turn the episode off, but I do want to get as much as I can done here. Actually, let's start to, honestly, we haven't done this yet, which we should have done earlier, but I kind of want to build a spy network inside France. We are getting our stuff done though, so that is good. 1 per week for the bombers really isn't that bad. It's like 1.5 bombers per week. For a heavy bomber, that's really not all that bad. And now they're doing the Earthshaker bomb, destructive power, that's what we want there. And trying to get to the point where we're ready for war, but it's taking a lot, guys. I know a lot of people take over Poland by now, but I really want to focus on the Allies. That's really what I want to do here. So I'm preparing myself for the Allies, if that makes sense. Okay, spy agency is now completed. So what I'm going to do now is, first of all, pause the game, and I'm gonna get this spy agency going inside France, and then I'm gonna make sure that we end the episode here at a reasonable time, but I do want to at least get our first spy into the France so we can build a network in there, which is going to take 25 days, which really won't take that long, but Blackwolf 190 essentially is what this is. But I had a Messerschmitt actually build it because it's the highest company we actually have. So let me actually build this variant, and then I'll work on getting things ended here. But I do want to build this variant for the technical Blackwolf 190. And so it starts with engine 3, which is great. Fighter weapons, I'm gonna say 4 heavy machine guns will really work on this thing. So essentially, hold up. If I go, dude, this is gonna be a nasty thing for sure. Extra fuel tanks, special modules, armor plates. Okay, there's some decent range on this thing. It's got an air defense of 17, an air attack of 56. Holy shit. And it has an agility of 54, which really isn't too bad actually. It is the negative side of this plane, but 54 agility is actually pretty decent. And then it's got some serious, it's got 4x3 machine guns. That's insane. That's got some serious firepower right there. And then the range on it is 675 kilometers. That is absolutely insane. Okay, so let's change the engine a little bit. We don't have enough thrust in here to generate what we need to generate, so I'm gonna increase the engines to engine level 3 engines. That's gonna give it the needed thrust needed to do what it needs to do now, and we can implement that. And what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna say overpowered. Alright, we're gonna copy that, and then we're gonna hit Control B. Okay, so then we're gonna save it like that. I said overpowered more than once because I copied more than once, but even so, it doesn't matter. And now that that variant is cooking off, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed. God bless, guys.